Look what these soulless bastards here at Camping Marindia, Uruguay have done now. Like, obviously the order was to, cut away plants from the pantellas. So one of the workers, actually the juggling guy, who, you'll see in a video, the juggling guy with juggling, stick things, was the worker. Anyway, what's interesting is, did it have to be done that intensely? Because remember, they always try, they can't help themselves, and it's all so unconscious. There was no need for it to be cut back that much, right? And, oh look, what about this tree? It's right next to it. It's because then if someone stays there, they can see directly in. You see? I'm surprised they didn't come over here and chop this down. Oh, you want to bet? So then the next day, check this out. Yesterday I was shooting a video called ASMR bush from here down to the beach. Really nice. I went into the water even with the camera and everything. You guys should like that video. It's a really nice one. And I just got back in time to see this guy hollowing out here. Look, big hole now. See how it's all covered? Bang, big hole, just so you can see perfectly where I sit over there and eat, right? So you can see it from the path, or if you're over there, so that when they walk past every time, they can see me, see directly in there. Now I caught him just as he was about to cut this piece. He was just about to cut that. The fire doesn't even go above this thing. There's absolutely no, and it's green. The guy chops wood all day and he can't figure out that you need dry wood for a fire to be able to light it up. They almost chopped all of this down too. I said I had to stop him from chopping all of this down so that the midday sun didn't go directly into my face in the tent. Right? They're more than retarded. They can't help themselves. They need line of sight. This is like the perfect coverage, so they've already thinned it. Like before you couldn't even see through all this. Now they've thinned it so you can stand behind there and look in. Do you see this? They're ridiculous. You wonder why most people in the world are not waking up. It's because they're soulless. They can't. I know in Organic Portals, Can They Be Woke video 2, I said it's natural progression. But in video 3, I'm going to be talking about how you're not God or the universe, and there's just simply not enough time. So there's absolutely no way you're waking up Organic Portals. Yes, the natural progression is there, 2D, 3D, and you pop out dimensionally, like I mentioned in Can Organic Portals Be Woke 2. But in video 3, which I'm about to produce, we're going to go into details about how, time cycles, there's so much in one little time cycle, you're not going to be able to wake them up. God, maybe. You? No chance. So in other words, no, you can't wake up Organic Portals. You can summarize. I just had to make all those videos so that it's there properly done. So it's, not just, we just randomly say it. I've taken people through why. So anyway, I come here just as he's pulling this one. I actually had to physically remove his hands from the bush as I'm walking over saying, no, it's not necessary. Because that green trees, they don't catch a light from a fire that is not going above here anyway. Anyway, look at this. Just a big hole. So what I'm going to do now is just go like this. I'm just going to tie this one across. They just play games endlessly. That's going to waste 5 minutes of my time. I've got to tie that back now. That's why we call them trivial humans establishing mayhem and enhancing mayhem. T-H-E-M. This is what they do. It's all day, just trivial thing after trivial thing. And that's why I'm so glad I'm actually here to continuously show you at this soulless camping ground just how they all act. They're all communists. They all spy on me. They're all asleep still now. And it's like 11 a.m. Oh, the light just got turned off. That's very interesting. There's a light up there. I was just about to walk over there and show how it's still on, because I've just been shooting, I just finished shooting a video of the manager coming down here at like 7 AM to turn off my light over there. Like the spotlight over there. 7 AM. Never does that. Just comes down one morning, wakes me up to do it. And then the next day I got the footage. I caught him. So I'm glad I caught this all, because the next day they're even up at 11 AM. At 7 AM he come down to harass me. Or target me. Yeah? Yeah, see? Targeted individuals. What's going on with it? And so I just finished shooting that video, and the next day I caught them like waking up at 11 AM and walking around underneath the lights still on. And on that same morning, on the first part of the footage, when he came down to turn mine off, I walk up there, all in one like continuous shot. You'll see this video. And the lights were still on up at his house, yet he came down to specifically turn off mine. And I just remember like 2 weeks ago, there's a video, Soul Neglect, Matrix Annulment. Got very low likes, because you guys are probably like, oh, this is so trivial. Yes, but that's why I've got to upload them. This is how you've got to understand it, because they waste your time endlessly, because it's endless trivial examples, and they stack up, and it wastes all of your day in the end. Do you see? It's not like, oh, that's so trivial, ignore it. That's what you're doing wrong. That's why the world is the way it is today, because it's so small and trivial. It's one drop at a time. Remember that famous like Illuminati saying, they change the world one drop at a time? That's how they all work, all the organic portals. Very trivial little things, but there's so many of them, it ends up stacking up and wasting your entire life and life force energy. And stops you being able to do great work, upward mobility. You got to every day, worry about food and money and blah, blah, blah. Whole system is organic portal system set up like this. So anyway, just want to show yet another trivial tiny example, but as retarded as it is, it shows that I didn't do it, it's them. Look, just exactly so they can see in. It's neurotic as it gets. Because as soon as you're comfortable, they attack. Remember, we talked about that. When do organic portals attack? That was one of my first organic portal videos. And basically you can summarize when you're comfortable, when you hit the 0 point, when you're meditative, and so on. But basically, to fully summarize it, it's when you're comfortable. That's because the archons are controlling them. And archons want you in a pain all the time. Pain frequency, that's why. That's why organic portals attack when you're comfortable. So just when the bush was fully, look, all the new leaves, just when the bush was fully covered, they came to attack. You see it now, how it's not trivial? It just appears trivial. But it's not, because now they can look in and then they can send their vibration through. And actually the other day I was going to shoot a video saying you need exactly 2 trees or more in between you and organic portals for the leaves and the wood to disseminate their abhorrent vibration, so that they cannot connect their energy suckers to you and can't get your attention and your energy. You need at least 2 big trees like this one here, right? Big trees, you need at least 2 in between you and organic portals. 3 better, 4 even better. A whole national forest between you and them, way better. Please. And why do you think I'm so far down the end here? I'm like just right down the end. I don't want to be. I want to be next to the tap so I don't have to walk my water down here, etc. But I have to be down here, otherwise I'm just in a constant pain state of them energy stealing. I'm in the Archon grip the entire time. That's why this happened yesterday. And synchronistically, look how synchronistically I came back. Because if they had moved this one, I would not have been able to put it across now. So I had to literally grab his hand off the tree, this worker, and say, no, like a fucking dumb dog. I'm like, no, dude, no, not necessary, no, finished. You're out of here. Had to say the same with this one. No, don't remove that, because the sun will come in. But on his pentella, this worker who's over there, nothing has changed, because organic portals don't get in trouble. It's called the organic portal secret. So I just wanted to show you again more destruction and their soulless behavior here at Camping Marindia, Uruguay, under Dumas Texiera, who is an organic portal who has Archon spirit come through him. So there you go, just another chronicle in the log. Yeah, they're so ridiculous.